I'm Julie Bartke with Session Update. The Senate met on the floor on Monday. It's the first floor session since the House passed its tax bill last week. That bill conforms to many federal tax codes. It also eliminates 3 business-to-business taxes passed in 2013. The Senate GOP made a motion to try to take the bill up on Monday. And also, the Senate took up a bill that ratifies state contracts. We'd like to show you some discussion from each of those.
I think we all know what this bill is. This is the tax bill that came over from the House. They have acted with great speed in trying to pass this tax conformity bill and the repeal of these taxes that were enacted last session, and we should commend them for that. The governor has asked for this bill, these provisions, be brought to his desk soon. I think he gave the deadline to the legislature, I think actually this Saturday. And so the real question we want to ask is, why should we wait? Why are we waiting? My understanding is that this bill is not scheduled to be even heard in tax committee until sometime next week. But we know right now that there are thousands of Minnesotans who are in the process of filing their taxes, and they deserve to know what the legislature intends to do.
First of all, the largest conformity issue that would affect most Minnesotans was the one that would commonly be called the marriage penalty. And the House does not conform in 2013 for that large number of filers. And so perhaps that's something that the Senate Tax Committee should be taking a look at when we take it to committee and have our discussion on conformity. We also want to understand, with regard to the timelines for developing the software changes, that TurboTax and the CPA preparers, what that timeline is, so that we understand the impact on Minnesota filers as to whether they can actually have a benefit from this year, or whether they will have to file an amended return. There also are a number of things that the House did not include in this tax bill that the Senate has historically thought was important, and Senator Peterson brought it up to me this morning that the angel investor credit was not included, and I know the governor has it in his supplemental recommendation, and so there are a number of those provisions that I think would be important that the Senate take a little bit of time, not a lot, but take a small amount of time and contemplate to whether they shouldn't be included in this bill. So I would urge you not to support the Hann motion.
Senator Nelson.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, I rise in support of this motion. We have Minnesotans who are completing their taxes now. We have businesses that are not expanding now, and we are increasing costs on goods and services for Minnesotans right now. And I specifically appreciate Senator Skoye's concerns regarding the marriage penalty and relieving that. But Madam President, if we bring this bill to the floor today, we can certainly address those concerns.
I think it is clear that there would be great benefit to the people of the state to remove the uncertainty from their minds about what the legislature intends to do on these vital issues, and I would just like to ask for a roll call vote.
All members having voted that desire to vote, the Secretary will close the roll. There being 26 ayes and 38 nays, the motion does not prevail.
These agreements provide salary increases for our state workers. These employees have stuck with us when we adopted tough times and helped us get through the recession that we were dealt with. In fact, during the 3-year period, more than half of our state employees received 0% increases. And at the same time, the employees were facing increased health insurance costs due to increases in their co-pays and deductibles. This bill ratifies 8 labor contracts and 3 compensation plans with state employees in the executive branch. It also approves salaries for 3 agencies.